station rocks.
What would I do without your smile now?
Ready, set. It's going down.
Right here at Yes Media Academy Radio. The rhythm goes on. We raise the roof all day, every day. Feel the vibes.
When your music rocks and your station rocks.
What would I do without your smile now?
Ready, set. It's going down.
Right here at Yes Media Academy Radio. The rhythm goes on.
Thanks for being there. Good afternoon to you all out there. This is Yes Ma Radio, the first Media Academy radio. The global news is here. In the headlines, Air Force kills several Boko Haram terrorists in Borno. Ondo SSG Ifedayo Abegunde resigns. Nigeria's COVID-19 cases worsen as country reports 544 fresh infections. On the foreign scene, India becomes third worst hit country by COVID-19 as cases continue to rise in US. And in the world of sports, Barcelona brush aside Villarreal to keep title hopes alive. Many thanks for being there. My name is Olatunde Idu. Now the news in detail. The Nigerian Air Force says it has killed several Boko Haram members in separate airstrikes conducted at Parisu and Bula Bello in the Sambisa Forest area of Borno State. The coordinator of Defense Media Operations, Major General John Eneche, revealed this via a statement issued earlier today. He noted that the action, which was carried out on July the 3rd, is part of the ongoing subsidiary Operation Long Reach 2 after intelligence reports indicated a resurgence of terrorist activities in the two settlements. Consequently, the Air Task Force dispatched its fighter jets to attack the two locations. The Nigerian Air Force NAV jets, while taking turns to engage the targets, scored accurate bomb and rocket strikes, resulting in the destruction of some of the structures as well as the killing of several terrorists, the statement partly read. Meanwhile, the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Sadiq Abubakar, has commended the Air Force Air Task Force for their dedication, dexterity, and professionalism. Similarly, the Defense Headquarters asked them to intensify the air offensive against the terrorists and all other criminal elements threatening the peace and security of our beloved country. The Secretary to the Ondo State Government, Ifedayo Abegunde, has resigned his appointment. Abegunde confirmed his resignation earlier today. Although he did not give any reason for his decision, the former SSG said he will make his next line of action known soon. He informed the state governor, Rotimi Akeredolu, about his decision in a letter dated July the 6th, 2020. The former SSG thanked Akeredolu for the opportunity given to him to serve the people of the state. He also wished the governor, who is in isolation after testing positive to coronavirus COVID-19, a quick recovery. Nigeria's COVID cases continue to rise as the country reported 544 fresh infections. This is according to a tweet by the Nigeria's Center for Disease Control (NCDC), which said the new figure brings the West African nation's total confirmed cases to 28,711. The agency said the new COVID-19 cases were reported in 18 states in the country, and the Federal Capital Territory, with Lagos State having the highest number of infections as of Sunday, which was 199. Other states which had new COVID-19 cases include Ebonyi with 65, Oyo 47, Ondo 46, Ogun 31, Edo 30, Federal Capital Territory with 28, Katsina 25, and Plateau 15. The rest are Bayelsa 11, Kaduna 10, Adamawa 10, Akwa Ibom 8, Gombe 7, Kano 4, Taraba 3, Rivers 2, Abia 2, and Ekiti 1. So far, 11,665 persons who contracted the virus have been discharged in Nigeria, with 645 deaths recorded, according to the NCDC. And in the business news, the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria Southwest has threatened to stop lifting of petroleum products over the hike in the petrol pump price. The Southwest chairman of IPMAN, Alhaji Dele Tajuddin, described the hike in the pump price by the federal government as unfavorable and unfortunate. Tajuddin spoke with journalists in Abeokuta on the new petrol pump price, which was announced by the Petroleum Product Pricing Regulatory Agency last week. The IPMAN chairman said the new price regime of 143 naira 80 kaba came as a surprise. He said that the government jacked up the depot price from 111 naira 78 kaba to 133 naira 72 kaba and the pump price to 143 naira 80 kaba without considering marketer supplies. Tajuddin disclosed that IPMAN's executive committee in the zone had resolved to embark on strike if the government failed to look into the issue. He added that the PPPRA was not consistent in dealing with the stakeholders, saying the government ought to have involved marketers and other parties before announcing an increment. The IPMAN boss berated the PPPRA for announcing new price regime in pump price of petroleum product without adequate consideration of the welfare of its members. And going straight to the foreign scene, India today became the third highest coronavirus caseload in the world as officials warned hospitals in the United States were in danger of being overwhelmed by a surge of infections. Despite signs of progress in parts of Europe, where the Louvre in Paris will reopen today, total global infections are fast approaching 11.5 million, with more than 533,000 deaths. The Indian government, like many around the world, has gradually lifted virus restrictions to help the battered economy, but the number of cases has continued to climb, with 24,000 reported in 24 hours to take the total to nearly 700,000. India's major cities, including New Delhi and Mumbai, are the hardest hit, and critics say too few tests are being conducted and that many COVID-19 infections are likely to go undiagnosed. And in the world of sports, Barcelona brushed aside Villarreal 1-4 in a Spanish La Liga match to keep their title hopes alive. Antoine Griezmann answered his critics in style by scoring with a sensational cheer. After the humiliation of being brought on in the 90th minute against his former club Atletico Madrid, Griezmann was back in the starting lineup at La Ceramica and repaid the faith with a stunning goal teed up by Lionel Messi. Messi also laid on a coiling Luis Suarez shot into the top corner after Gerard Moreno cancelled out a Pau Torres own goal that had put Barca in front. Ansu Fati then added a fourth late on. An impressive victory for Queen Setien's side reduces the gap to 4 points behind Real Madrid, who earlier ground out another 1-0 win over Atletico Bilbao at San Mamés, with a Sergio Ramos penalty proving the difference. Madrid's resilient performance and their third 1-0 victory in a row offered a stark contrast to a goal feast from Barcelona that was certainly easier on the eye but instructive on the title race too. And that will be all on the global news. But before I go, let me bring you a recap of the stories we brought to you earlier. In the news, we told you that Air Force kills several Boko Haram terrorists in Borno. And going straight to Ondo State, Ondo SSG Ifedayo Abegunde resigns. Nigeria's COVID-19 cases worsen as country reports 544 fresh infections. On the foreign scene, we brought you the news that India becomes third worst hit country by COVID-19 as cases continue to rise in US. And from the sporting world, Barcelona brush aside Villarreal to keep title hopes alive. The news was produced and edited by Prosper Bolade Showumi and delivered by Olatunde Ido. Many thanks for listening. The Yoruba version of the global news comes up immediately. Thank you and have a great day.
Get the vibes and get the feeling.